I told you we needed more glitter.
Again! Again! Again!
I've been getting a lot of questions about my smart drive, so I wanted to explain what it is, how I use it, and why I need it. Put super simply, it's essentially a motor and a special wheel that attaches to the back of my wheelchair and gives me power. So you take it, it's really heavy actually, hook it on, I've got this special cord, and I plug it right in. Turn it on. So for me, how it works, it connects to this little dial here. All I have to do to make it go is turn the dial. Run into things. Each of these little rings is a little wheel in itself that spins sideways. And so when I'm using it, I can turn, spin without interference. The steering is all done with your hands. It really is just a motor and wheel. It's a powered wheel that if you attach to the back, you're gonna go. I cannot be independent in my manual wheelchair without my smart drive. Because of my ADS, my shoulders, every time I push, they sublux and click. It causes a lot of inflammation and it just isn't great for my joints. And then because of my mitochondrial dysfunction, I just don't have the energy or the muscle strength to push myself up hills. Well, also my pods, because the heart rate. So I'm really glad to have the smart drive. Yay.
What's the time where you are? What's the night like where you are? International straight shot to my heart.
These are Neato Nice Cubes. I've been seeing them for weeks and I was like, I need one of these, and I finally found one and they are my favorite thing. I feel like when you get a stress ball, you cannot get a stress ball that you actually have to put effort into doing that with. And it is quite malleable. I put mine in the fridge to make it this hard. It can be quite soft, you can pull it. I also got a pink one. This one's been played with more and I didn't put it in the fridge so you can see that it can actually has pull to it. It's really, really fun. They're also really good for like pushing your fingers into if you want that sensation. It's like really good for that. I think it cost me like €8 and it has been the most helpful thing for the like last week that I've had it. I've used it at appointments and everything. I also don't think they're as bad as other stim toys that have a similar texture for picking up dust and dirt, and I literally just run it under the sink under soap for like a minute and it's completely fine again. I could absolutely not recommend something more. New favorite stim toy.
TERFs be like, trans women are harmful because they're fulfilling stereotypes about women. And then trans women don't dress feminine, and TERFs are like, actually, you're faking it. What do you want them to do?
What the fuck is this kid doing?
The voices!
Bang out 2,000 words, and then I'll stop. Even if I'm on fire, I gotta pace myself. Chapter 1. Wait, I can't start without music to inspire me. Why is Bach next to Muddy Waters? That's my problem. I gotta get these CDs organized. There, finished. Now, if I win just 2 more games of online Boggle, I'll be ready to start writing.
How much does the Earth cost? I'm gonna buy the entire Earth and...
I want you ugly, I want you disease. I want you everything as long as it's free. I want your love. Love, 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 I want your love.
What the fuck is this kid doing?
I'm blind, let's go ice skating. Had a little bit of a dance while I was putting my skates on, and then we had the whole rink to ourselves until we were joined by Father Christmas and a snowman, as you do. Because we were the first people on the rink and they'd flooded it the night before, it was so slippery. I tried to master a few tricks, and then I realised that it was in fact
So much easier if I just close my eyes.
This was the second time I've been skating, and I just love it so much. It just feels so freeing. I can choose whether to take my cane on or follow the wall round, and falling over is part of the deal. My eyes have nothing to focus on, so I made myself quite dizzy, but I think it was worth it. Once our session had ended, we headed over to the artisan bakery for an essential after skating snack, and that was our day.
Someone said to me, I can tell you're a beautiful girl under all of this. And I was like, bro, I've been beautiful in the past and I'm beautiful now. That won't change me being on TV. Like, I'm going to be the same person with the same pretty face that I was born with, just with different hair and shapes and whatever, you know? And I don't pay attention to hate comments, but I thought this was crazy because obviously it's from a man. And from his perspective, it isn't about who I am now, it's about who I was before, which was a beautiful girl. And men are always focused on just pretty women and sex and femininity. I think that's insane. Having lived the experience as a woman for quite a few years of my life, being a black woman especially, I've been very insecure for quite a few years, but I wasn't insecure because of my appearance. I was insecure because of my gender issues that were like deep rooted inside of me. And if you are pretty or starting your journey, don't let people's opinions of your beauty stop you from transitioning, because 1, don't listen to men, and 2, if you feel this is the right thing to do, then do it. Don't stop doing it because you're scared of looking unattractive or you're scared that you're more beautiful before. Life is so short, and I'm blessed to be here and healthy. And if it takes me having to get surgery and hormones to be confident and love myself, then I'm taking it, do you know what I mean? Being ugly to people I don't know, who are just on the internet, I don't care about you guys. In my life, I feel very attractive. The guy I'm dating thinks I'm sexy. I've won, do you know?
Oh mamma mia, mamma mia, you wanna touch my body, I say you're not allowed. You wanna handle me, but I'm a bit too much. I'll burn all the place down, 'cause I'm too fucking hard. Oh mamma mia.
Speak of the devil, hey girl!
Yeah, sorry. Still a dude.
Oh, hi, Louise.
Oh, hi, Mom.
Hello.
You're holding my stuff.
Hello, my little lady.
Hello, Mom. What are you doing with my stuff?
I don't like it when people touch my things, even if they're trying to help. My mum was aware from a very young age to not go into my room, to not touch my things, to not move them. Like, it ignites a panic in me like nothing else. And I don't know why, because it's not like I have anything suspicious. It's not like I've got anything disgusting or embarrassing. I just have this fear of people touching my things. Like people going in my bag or in my cupboards at home. In my mind, I'm like, they're gonna find something. They're gonna find something, and it's gonna be really embarrassing and really bad for me. They're gonna find something. What are they going to find? That I accidentally bought more packets of pasta when I already had pasta in the cupboard because I forgot that I had pasta in the cupboard, and I always forget, so I buy more so that I make sure that I've got pasta in because I love pasta? Like, what is wrong with that? And like, I have moved flats quite a lot. And I can't have anybody help. I can't have people help me pack. I don't like people unpacking. So it means I have to do it myself. And it's this extra task of making sure that I'm doing everything. And I can't have anybody help other than carrying the boxes. Because what if they find something? What if they do something wrong? I don't know what it is.
Maybe I was just crazy. Maybe it was the 60s. Or maybe I was just a girl.
By the way, I scanned your food and it comes to, $1 gazillion.
Elmo has a T-Rex and a Go Fish card.
Today is day 7 of top surgery recovery, and I have to constantly remind myself that I can't move like a normal person yet. Because for the most part, I feel okay. Like, the pain is really manageable. I'm only really uncomfortable with the drains, which come out tomorrow morning, and I'm starting to kind of revert to trying to do things the way I did them before. Since it's not excruciatingly painful to move my arms that much, I do it too much, and then I overexert myself or I overextend, and then everything hurts and I feel like I'm dying. I keep thinking it's okay for me to like reach and extend my arm and like pick stuff up, and it's not, and I'm having to constantly tell myself that I still need a lot of help. So today I stretched my arms like one too many times, and I had to lay in bed for hours because I just felt like shit. I'm just so grateful that my post-op is tomorrow so that I get the bandages and the drains taken out, because that has been the most uncomfortable part of this entire process. Like, the pain is relatively manageable, but a lot of the discomfort comes from the drains. And I now have less than 11 hours until those come out. But overall, I'm at that weird point where it's like I'm starting to feel better, but I can't physically move the same yet. I can't for another like 5 weeks. I know that it is unbelievably worth it. Like, I know a lot of y'all have been like, the drains scare me, like, all you talk about is how uncomfortable everything is, like, I'm nervous about my recovery. I just want to share, like, how my experience is going, but it shouldn't scare you, because the euphoria and relief and the self-recognition is just at this level that it's never been anywhere near before, and I feel so much better. Both a mental and physical weight has been lifted off of me. Like, I recognize myself more than I ever have before. Every time I touch my chest or look down, like, I just get euphoria, and it's so worth the pain and the discomfort, so don't let that scare you. I'm gonna try to shower one more time with the drains so that I'm nice and clean for the doctors tomorrow, which is annoying because I still can't lift my arms, but I'm gonna do my best. Physically, the healing aspect is strange because, like, I can feel it, I can feel my chest, but it's also really numb and tingly, and I have some yellow bruising, like, right above my scars on both sides, but nothing, like, dark or purple or anything. But the numbness is kind of strange, so seeing how my nerves have responded to this. So, there's my little update before I go in for my post-op tomorrow. As always, I am pretty transparent about this whole process, so if you have any questions, feel free, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Now that we don't talk, I don't have to pretend I like acid rock, or that I'd like to be on a mega yacht. The heat comes close enough to burn, and what's burning this place is the ground, 'cause you'll never take us alive. We swore that death will do us part, they'll call our crimes a work of art.
Let me show you exactly how much of a psycho crazy bitch I can be.
Whoop, I finished the gloves. Whoa. Goddamn, they match the hat.
And this is my voice. 10 months on testosterone. Me and this guy, we have a very great relationship. That video was from December last year. I started tea in February this year.
We live in a neurodivergent house, which means everybody repeats random noises. We live in a neurodivergent house, which means there's always arguments whether the TV should be turned up or turned down. We live in a neurodivergent house, which means one needs specific plans, the other just does what they want. We live in a neurodivergent house, which means all conversations are dominated with the latest hyperfocus. We live in a neurodivergent house, which means every time that laundry's done, it needs to be done at least twice. We live in a neurodivergent house, which means any high dopamine treats that are bought go on the same day. We live in a neurodivergent house, which means loud chewing is actually illegal. We live in a neurodivergent house, which means one's always speaking loudly and triggering the other one. We live in a neurodivergent house, which means if someone's in a bad mood, everybody else feels it. We live in a neurodivergent house, which means any job that needs doing requires 2 humans, also known as body doubling. We live in a neurodivergent house, which means there are wars about the thermostat. Does the heating go up or down?
So you're running late, and it's not even like you.
house with chronic illness is a struggle, let's be honest, because the more we do, the more we flare up, the worse we feel. So how do we do this? Somebody had commented they wanted tips for cleaning your house, and I can't find the comment. I thought I saved it. So anyways, this is for you. This is your video, or for everybody who needs help with cleaning tips with chronic illness. Hi, my name is Allison. I have a connective tissue disorder called hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and let me tell you how I clean my house. So this is gonna be very embarrassing, but I'm just gonna be straight up with you. So here's my kitchen, you know, right? I keep my vacuum out. I keep it right here. I have OCD. I get like really obsessed with like cleaning things, especially like we have a black rug and we have a white cat and 2 gray cats. So obviously the rug just gets covered every day, so I vacuum it every day, but my vacuum's right here. I don't put it away anywhere because I don't want to take the energy to do that. Does that look tacky as hell? Sure. Do I care? Nope. Don't care. You'll even notice I don't do this whole bit. I do a little roll, I put it on the top, and I leave it. I'm not about to do the whole tight, and then undo it. Don't have the energy for that. You gotta cut corners sometimes when you're chronically ill, because we can't do all the things. You just can't expect that from yourself. It's gonna be too much. And you can't just live your life cleaning. That's not a good way to live. And I really like to space out my cleaning. So like today I'm gonna clean the bathroom. That's all I'm gonna clean, okay? Because that's all I can clean. And by the bathroom, I don't even know if I'm gonna get to the toilet because that can be a lot of work, and we're just gonna see what I can do. I need some water before I get started. I'm feeling thirsty. It's water. So I keep all my cleaning supplies on my 1 floor level. I'm not about to go down to the basement to get anything I need. That's too much. I keep it here. Actually, that's a lie. I have a mop downstairs. That comes up once a week. When I like go downstairs to get a can of cat food, when I'll bring it up, I just make it work. But in general, my other cleaning supplies are all on my 1 floor, so I can just get them and not have to go up and down and totally kill myself. I shouldn't have said that. So I take a lot of breaks when I clean. I'm not just gonna clean straight through. I'm gonna do a little something, and then I'm gonna sit and do nothing for a while. And then I'm gonna do a little more, and then I'm gonna sit and do nothing for a while. It's gonna take quite a bit longer, but that's the only way I can do it. I also don't like clean everything. You know, like, I do the best I can do. Like, I'm sure I should be dusting my lights and my cabinets and all this stuff, but you know what? I wiped down my main, like, you know, countertops, like my little tables out there. I wipe that down, wipe my kitchen counter down, you know, I vacuum the floor, mop the floor, and I just like to do the mirror, kind of wipe this down, but I don't know, I really don't go too wild with it because I don't have the energy for that, you know what I mean? Oh, okay. And my house is only 600 square feet, so that really helps. Having a small space is so important when you're chronically ill because, well, we can't go up and do a whole bunch of stuff, you know? We're tired, we're gonna flare up, so we do have a basement, but it's unfinished and there's not much down there. My laundry's down there, you know, so I can just stay up here on my 1 floor, 600 square feet. Perfect. You know what I mean? So every day I wipe down, you know, my kitchen counter, which is just that, not very bad, and I vacuum that rug, just because it's got a lot of crumbs and stuff on it, from the cats and whatnot, and I vacuum this rug. And I do that every morning. I feel like it's a good way to like keep me like from like fighting the deconditioning, gets me up moving a little bit. I obviously take my time doing it, but I have OCD. I have to do it. I cannot do it. So it doesn't really matter if I get tired or not. So my advice is to take your time, take lots of breaks when you're cleaning. Don't do too much. You know what? Cut some corners. That's okay. You don't need to impress anybody, you know, obviously like keep your house clean for sure, like, because that's good for germs. If you're sick, it's good to have a clean house, you know what I mean? But just take your time, take it easy, do what you can, do little by little, keep your cleaning supplies close by so you don't have to be running around to find them and wearing yourself out. And the number 1 rule is just to not get hard on yourself, because it's hard to keep a clean house with chronic illness. And like, so my house is not perfectly clean, but it feels clean enough to me. You know what I mean? Like, I keep it relatively tidy and everything. I have, you know, I'm sure like up there is probably dusty and my paintings are probably dusty and, you know, but in general, it's clean enough. It's clean enough for me. You know what I mean? I could really scrub the shower, but I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to spend my very limited energy cleaning. I'm going to spend my energy, most of it, trying to be happy. You know what I mean? So that's my number one rule. It's just don't be hard on yourself. And just take it easy. Do what you can. Make it easier on yourself. Cut corners. And drop your advice in the comments. I love you all. Bye.
He says he's building me a swimming pool. And when they dig up that backyard and find my bones, you'll go to prison.
There's not going to be a swimming pool, you stupid slut.
Have you ever wondered what it's like going to like a concert when you're in a wheelchair? I go to metal concerts a lot, and you know, it's a lot easier than you'd expect. Aside from the like terribly inaccessible bars, because they are not updated. But like actually on the floor, I've had pretty good experiences. So when it's just general admission and everyone is just standing, I like those because then I get to go to the very front. Either the people around me are very supportive and they'll like move, or the security will have like a bar and I'll be on the other side of it. Sometimes it's on the very like right or left of the stage, which kind of sucks sometimes, but like you get good seats. And I've gotten a guitar pick from that because I was in the front. The most recent concert that I went to, they had a standing room only, except they had a balcony for me to be on. It was like a step above everyone else, so I could see perfectly, and so like it was pretty good seats. It wasn't all the way at the front of where the concert people were, but they were still really good. As for like moshing and like people jumping around and stuff, I fist pump, and it can be a little cramped sometimes, but I haven't had problems. Most of the time people just don't see you because they're in tall boots and you're super short. I can do part two.
Big black boots, eyes like a cat. No son of mine's going out dressed like that. You look like a vampire ready.
One of the things about renaming yourself is you discover things about yourself, about your appearance, that you didn't think you were going to. Like, friends suggest stuff and you go, I do not look like a Stephen. Like, my parents were like, you could be Mark Callum. Mark with a C, by the way. A lot of it as well is just learning how many people in the world you hate. Like, no, I'm not going to call myself Lackland. I hated Lackland in school. You know, I'm just like flipping through baby books going, Zeke? Does Zeke work? I mean, I had somebody say Mercury and I went, I'm not that non-binary, I'm going to be honest with you. Somebody did suggest Marty, and I was like, I like Marty McFly, but there's no way I would call myself Martin. Like, if there's a nickname, I am naming myself the longer thing, just for options. It is very much a situation you learn which of your friends can be trusted.
Right now, I'm not depressed. I'm just having a little break from slaying. And then I'm gonna go back to slaying soon. So don't you worry.
The thing is, these people that are so against self-diagnosis and insist that everybody who does self-diagnosis is faking their disorder for attention, they think every single doctor is like Gregory House. When in reality, about, I don't know, 1 in every 100,000 doctors are like Gregory House. They aren't gonna look at your symptoms and wonder if they are results of other disorders or other disabilities, and they're not gonna look at you and refuse to give up until they find the answer. They don't care that much. Not only do they not care that much, they don't know that much. Like, I can't tell you how many times after I got my official autism diagnosis a year after self-diagnosing, that I was updating all of my other doctors, my dentist, my chiropractor. I was updating them all about that diagnosis. Almost basically every single one looked at me like, why are you telling me this? Like, this is relevant. I assumed that they know that a lot of autistic people have heightened pain responses. I assume that they know that a lot of autistic people have under-responsive pain responses. So, like, they don't really pick up on pain until it's very severe, which can be dangerous. I also assume my chiropractor would want to know that, because he could be bending me a certain way and I could feel pain, but my body isn't going to pick up on it until something happens and he hurts me on accident. I was my own Gregory House. I'm the one that found a connection between autism and celiac disease. I'm the one that looked at my stomach issues and researched and realized that a lot of kids with autism and ADHD have gastrointestinal issues. I'm the one that found that connection.
What is this?
What do you mean, what is this? I'm a custom wood burner. I'm custom wood burning. You clicked on custom wood burning. Did you think I'd be sitting here farting around? No, I'm custom wood burning.
My bad. Okay.
I got facial feminization surgery 8 months ago, and I still get a lot of people saying that I look the exact same as I did before facial feminization surgery. But for reference, this is what I look like in makeup. This is what I look like now in makeup. Now I will say my makeup skills have definitely improved, but even with that said, there are some pretty noticeable changes, like look at my chin. Before, after. And yes, my makeup skills again have definitely helped me go from a Chime Builder credit card to a black Amex with no limit, face card on black Amex. But there have been a fair amount of changes. Definitely subtle changes that have maintained the integrity of my facial structure, but I've still changed it in a way that alleviates my dysphoria. But that said, since it's been 8 months, that means around 90% of my swelling is gone. Which, by the way, if you didn't know, FFS can take a year to 2 years for you to heal completely. So there definitely is still some residual swelling in my face, even though it's not very visible. With that said, I'm not angry at the people that think that I look the same, because a lot of these people have watched these changes unfold in real time. And there's a psychological phenomenon that happens when you watch people change. You ever had a puppy or a kitten that you're watching grow up and you get it when it's like 2 or 3 months old? And then a month passes by and you're still like, oh, that's my little baby. But then you look at pictures and you're like, oh my god, this bitch is big now. Like, where did all this growth come from? It's the same thing when you watch somebody go through a surgery like that. And while for a while it definitely hurt and stung to hear people say, girl, you should have gotten a refund. Like, literally nothing changed about your face. Especially in that period where my face was swollen and I was getting told that I looked botched a lot. That hurt. That hurt a lot. But that's become easier with time because I also can look back at those photos and be like, no, I definitely look different. And I get a lot of people that come into my lives and my comment sections that'll be like, girl, I haven't seen you in months. I didn't even recognize you. That brings me to the conclusion that there are 2 possibilities. Either you fall into the category of people that have watched me change and haven't recognized those changes. Or 2, you're somebody that finds pleasure in making people feel bad about themselves, in which case, there's also a third option, which is facial blindness, but if you're that person, this is not at you. Some people have a harder time distinguishing changes like that, and that's okay. And some people are just assholes.
Don't go there, 'cause you never return. I know you think of me when you think of her, but then it don't make sense when you're trying hard to do the right thing, but with a recompense.
This is what physical therapy looks like for me today. Come and bake with me. So I'm sitting in my zine because it allows me to stand and actually put weight through my legs, which I really need because I haven't been standing a lot lately because I've been so unwell. Baking is really great for my hand therapy, and I do have a standing mixer to make all of this easier, but it's hand therapy and physical therapy, so I thought I would do it all by hand today. This was both physically and mentally exhausting. I was getting very frustrated with my body because it doesn't always do what I want, but that's okay. I also don't have great core strength, so that's why I'm using pillows to really help support me while I'm doing this. This is a great device, but it would be better for someone with a little bit more stability than I do. I only had blue and green food coloring. Are these the ugliest cookies ever? Yes. But did I do them all by myself? Also, yes.
Rating all the fashion choices I've made since I came out as trans 9 years ago. That's almost a decade worth of cringe. I think you're gonna want to come see this. Let's go. Starting off, this is like before I realized that I was trans, but I'm still gonna include it. I took this picture with like this hat and like hiding my face, and it gave me gender euphoria. That's right, this is the picture that started my descent into transgenderism. Honestly, that hat, it says OMFG, so like late 2000s, early 2010s, not a fan. But the fact that it like made me feel good about myself gives it a little bit of points. So I'm gonna give it 6 out of 10. No, that's too much. 3 out of 10. This one is the earliest picture I could find of me out of the closet. It looks like this. I'll give you a shot of the pants. Here's a different view of it. This was not a good outfit, but I only had girls' clothes, so I had to do my best. You know, giving it like a 4 out of 10. You know, I was trying to do my best. This is all I had to work with. And that hair, I mean, that wasn't my choice. I just had to deal with it. So with what I had, pretty good, 4 out of 10. Next outfit I could find was my idea of good masculine formal wear that could suit me. This was at my friend's Sweet 16. This is what I look like. I mean, again, the hair is really the main issue here. The bow tie, I do not like bow ties. I don't know why. During that period of time, I kept wearing bow ties for formal things. Why would I do such a thing? Bow ties are so, whatever. Maybe some people can make bow ties work, but not this person over here. No. But like minus the hair, I would give this like 4.5 out of 10. This picture is from when I was trying to find an outfit for prom, and I put this on in the dressing room. Honestly, for me at the time, this is a really good look. This isn't what my actual prom outfit ended up being. It's something that my stepmom bought for me. You'll see in another picture. But this is good. This is like a solid like 7 out of 10 for me. I think I was like 17 here, 16. I don't remember, but good job. As for my actual prom outfit, this is what I ended up with. It's, you know, okay, fine. It's like fine. I hate the bow tie. I don't like the white. I should have went with blue, but it wasn't my choice. I hate the hair. I look so my hair. Okay, I'm not gonna get into like my bodily insecurities, but this picture makes me so uncomfortable to look at. I was trying so hard to pass, guys, so hard. And you know, like for how like young I was and how it was like my first time really doing my best trying to pass, I would give this like a 5. You know, it could have been worse. So now around this time, I was finishing up with secondary school, and I found this picture of me, of my outfit. This Minion shirt, actually, believe it or not, it said like man on it, and somebody gave me this shirt, and like a family friend or someone, and that shirt like gave me gender euphoria solely because it said man, and also Minions were like kind of a meme. People were making fun of them and stuff, so I was really like, I really liked this. Honestly, I did, but as for looking back at it, it's like, you know, it's not a lot of effort, not that great, but so I don't know, like a 5 out of 10. I liked the euphoria. Here I was trying like really to like up my game with like fashion and stuff. So this is the first one that I could find. Pretty simple. I don't like the hat, like those hats, like I forget what they're called, baseball caps, don't look good on me, but I was obsessed with wearing one just because I really hated my hair. But otherwise, like this outfit, like pretty fine, 6 out of 10, nothing like too flashy or, you know, crazy, but it's fine, I like it. You know, I used to look back at these outfits and think that like I don't like them and I don't look good in them, but the truth is that the outfits themselves, like they're fine, like the outfits are fine. It's my hair and my glasses that I hate in these pictures. Anyway, this outfit, honestly good. If we're ignoring like this part, that part, it's like, this is gonna be a 6.5 out of 10. Nice job, Luma of the past. Another one from the same era. I was really into wearing like shirts and like turtlenecks. I don't wear turtlenecks anymore. I don't think they make me look good, but this was fine. 6. Here again with the stupid hat, but otherwise this is a pretty good look. I'd say it's pretty decent. But 6.5. In this one, I really like my creativity. Like I was thinking outside the box. Colorful stripes. This, I like it. Stupid hat again. I think I'm wearing a stupid hat again, but this is good. 7 out of 10. For this next one, it's kind of like a few years after the last one we saw, because there was like a gap where I wouldn't take any pictures or whatever. And I had just moved out of my parents' place, and this is what I decided to do. All black, just like this. Honestly, it's kind of boring, but I really liked dressing up like this. It made me feel really confident when I was going outside in the city, being like, yeah, I'm a guy, what about it? That's how I used to feel when I wore this, especially the mask. Like it helped hide like my more feminine features, I think. I don't know, I felt really good about this. So kind of boring, but it was good. So 7 out of 10 for this. Here's another picture from like kind of the same era, again, all black. I was really into cargo pants. I still am into cargo pants. I can't find any cargo pants at the thrift store anymore because the other ones I had holes and don't fit me anymore. Please, somebody send me cargo pants. This one is good. Like, still same thing pretty much as the other one. So 7 out of 10. Okay, for this one, you can't really see like my full outfit, but this was basically the vibe. I loved this. I was obsessed with this. If I could do this again, I would. I just have no idea what happened to this sweater. I have no idea, like, I don't know like where all my stuff went, but I can't find this anymore. It probably wouldn't fit me anyway, but this was good. This was like my best, one of my best eras. I think I really like where I am now, but this was like second best, okay? 10 out of 10. Oh, here's like another picture of me kind of from this era, but you can see like my face more and stuff. So cute. I think I should go back to wearing like rounder glasses because now mine are like bigger and like polygons. I don't know what they're called, but this was good. I looked so good. Here I was trying something different. I have like this kind of like e-boy look going on, I guess, with like the striped sleeves. It's so. I didn't really like my hair in this era, so like 6 out of 10. During the summer where I was going through like my all black thing, I would wear stuff like this and also like this. Honestly, like boring, but I felt good in it, so 6 out of 10. At some point I was kind of messing around with my hair color and I decided to try hot pink, and we had this style, which is basically the same as the other one but like with hot pink. This was fine. I didn't really like the hot pink that much on me, so like 6.5 out of 10. Again, with the all black, I just wanted to show more of a full body thing. Like, this is what you saw if you saw me out and about in town. Don't I look good? Yes, I do. All black, but still good. 7.5 out of 10. Now we're gonna zoom in time a little bit. This is a while after I started living in America. I have this outfit. I started embracing, like, again, my feminine side and not being bothered so much about being misgendered and stuff. This is me with my partner. I think we were in Chicago here. I like this outfit. It's cute. I felt cute and pretty and confident. Kind of boring and basic because it's all black, but that's okay. I still like it. 7 out of 10. Another picture of me being more feminine. I'm wearing a long skirt here and this t-shirt like this band apparently called The Dead Can Dance or something that I didn't know about, and I just got the shirt at a thrift store because I thought it looked cool, but now I've been trying to listen to their music. This was a good look. I liked it. 8 out of 10. Wait, no, 7.5 out of 10. Now, again, more of me trying to embrace my femininity. There's this picture. Honestly, okay, don't look at it for too long. I hate the way I'm posing in this picture. I look just so awkward, just so uncomfortable to be there. But I like the style. Like, I do. I like this. This isn't like a bad style. So like 8 out of 10 for style, not very high out of 10 for execution on my part. This is another picture of me, very recent. Just an all black outfit. It's fine, it's good. 8 out of 10, I liked it. And the most recent picture I have of my recent style is this picture of me. I'm with my partner here. You can't see the outfit that much, but that's okay. I'm wearing like, I think the same dress from like the other picture that you guys saw, like the one in Chicago or whatever. I like this style. It's good, it's nice. And now finally there's me right now for these videos that I filmed. I like it. I think it's cute. I did this myself, by the way, this hoodie. I put the rhinestones in the design or whatever myself. And the shirt, I also designed it. So, what do you guys think? What are your thoughts on my fashion through the years?
You weigh just as much as me, don't you? I can feel it when we touch.
Hi, I'm Sunny, I'm a wheelchair user, and these are electric bikes that you can find in London, and you use them and then you can park them wherever you like. And this is all well and good, but a lot of people tend to park them in front of drop curbs, which means people like me who are in wheelchairs have to drive on the road because they can't get onto the path, which is very, very dangerous. So if you're using these bikes, make sure you park them in a place that is not a drop curb so that wheelchair users are able to go about their day just like you can.
Found a better way. You're a witch. They were right.
They usually are.
rolled a one, I rolled a one. Fuck.
Genuinely, the worst part of having neurodivergent friends for me is that I'm about to like meet up with a friend for coffee and cake, and then we're going to go and help some other friends, and what would be a really cute, nice thing to do normally for like most people would be to buy some cake. You know, we're gonna get some anyway. It'd be so cute to go a little bit early and get the cake and be like, look, I already got us cake and coffee. You don't have to worry about that. It's a little treat, it's a little thing for me, it's all fun. It wouldn't be though, because I know full well that my friends are like me. And now that we've put the suggestion of cake and coffee out there, they know exactly what they fucking want. They know which coffee they're gonna order, they know what cake they want, and it's going to be the best fucking little treat ever, because it's going to be just the thing that they've like set themselves on. And I've done the same thing. I know exactly what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get myself that vanilla latte with oat milk and my little jam donut, and it's gonna be delicious. It's gonna be great because it's exactly what I want. So if I go and I get them stuff, as much as it's like, oh, you did a nice thing, and they'd be nice and they'd be polite about it, it wouldn't actually be the thing they want. It wouldn't actually be as nice of a thing to do as it sounds like, because they wouldn't enjoy it nearly as much as they will when we just go together and get the exact thing that they want. And sometimes it's fine, because like, if I'm going to McDonald's, I know if I get my friend that little caramel frappuccino thing, they're gonna be buzzing. That's one of their safe shakes. That'll be fab. But when it's not something where I know exactly what their safe thing is and I know what they're gonna get, there is just no point me doing it. It won't be a nice little treat thing. It will just be really annoying.
On me, baby, goddamn, I am, I can.
Who's to say that she still lives in August? That month is fairly long. I think she moved on to September. It's been a while since nightmares roam the streets of old Ohio.
Use your brain! Use your brain! Use your brain! The thing in your head, use it! Fucking idiot!
Put that down.
This kind of goes without needing to be said, but as a transmasculine person, when you start testosterone, your body starts going through a second puberty. And not only a second puberty, but it's experiencing more male hormones than your body has ever experienced before. So obviously, you get some awkward moments, but that's okay, because you're going through stuff for the first time, and it's kind of new, and it's kind of exciting, but it's also kind of scary, because why is my face greasy? And that's what I want to talk about today. Skincare. Something common that happens with individuals who go on T is your skin just oozes grease, and it's a lot, and your skin's oily, and you break out. But this ain't my first rodeo, alright? I used to have very severe, like, cystic acne growing up, and it caused a lot of teasing and bullying, and it's all anyone could talk about. So I'm no stranger to acne, and I have had, like, a pretty decent time with acne since being on T. So I figured I'd share with you sort of some, like, FTM hygiene hacks. I feel like a big brother. I'm not your big brother. If you weren't already an acne-prone person and then you went on T, this might be the first time that you really have to be cautious of what you're putting on your face and when and why, and it can probably be kind of daunting. But I say the simpler the better. Am I a dermatologist? No, but I think I gotta know what I'm talking about. For starters, I wash my face in the shower. I shower every day, and I wash my face every day, just one time a day. Sometimes two, depending on circumstances. But general rule of thumb, one time a day. And this is the face wash that I use. I really like CeraVe. I have weird reactions to salicylic acid. That's in like a lot of acne products. So all of my acne products are like benzoyl peroxide based, if I mispronounce that. Also, don't attack me. I didn't go to college. This is their acne foaming cream cleanser. It doesn't really foam, now that I think about it. But like, it's still good though. And when I'm in the shower, I put it on my face and I lather it on with one of these little silicone guys. They're just more sanitary than washcloths, and I find that they like actually exfoliate and do a better job than your hands could. So, not necessary, but cool to have. And then once I'm out of the shower, I really only have 2 steps. If I'm really breaking out and just like having a moment, I might use a little spot treatment. This is another like benzoyl peroxide based acne spot treatment just to like put on, you know, little problem areas that you might have. I probably use this once in a blue moon. I find it can be pretty harsh on the skin, hence why I only use it every so often. But on a day-to-day basis, what my skin really needs after getting out of the shower and, you know, washing my face is moisture. And I know it might seem kind of counterintuitive if you're struggling with having oily skin to then immediately get out of the shower fresh-faced and slather on, you know, like moisturizer. But there's a difference in being greasy, there's a difference in being moisturized. You want to be moisturized. The only two products I'll use on my face on a day-to-day basis are hyaluronic acid. This is the brand that I use. You can do whatever you want. I don't care. My ex-girlfriend uses this brand from Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's also has it. Mine's from Target. And then after hyaluronic acid, Cetaphil! You don't want any kind of moisturizer with fragrances. You don't want any kind of moisturizer with dyes. Cetaphil is just goated. I don't even know what else to tell you. I put probably like this much on my... that looks questionable. I'll make this my thumbnail. I just rub this on my face. Now that I've done my skincare, I can do my hair care. I like to go from face to hair, so the oils from whatever I use in my hair don't transfer to my face. And there you have it. That's the whole thing. That's the whole shebang. Like I said, the simpler the better. That's what always has worked for me. I have never found any skincare routine more than like 5 steps really necessary. You just want to be able to say that your face is clean and moisturized, and maybe get some spot treatments in there if you're having a little bit more difficulty. But other than that, that's really bare bones all you need. And now I'm looking pretty, and I'm ready for work. So, I'll see you guys later.
This is what you want, baby, this is what you want. And this is what you want, baby, this is what you want. Here we go. Let's get loud, let's get loud. Turn the music up, let's do it. Take a chance. Piercing on your lip, it's perfect. Never seen another girl this.
This is how I ended up getting carried off a city bus. I'm paralyzed and fully dependent on my wheelchair, so I use the lift on buses to avoid the stuff. On this occasion, the lift deployed and got me on the bus fine, but then when it was time for it to fold back under the bus, it stopped working. They tried everything. They tried shaking it, jumping on it, turning the bus on and off, and this went on for at least 30 minutes. We were both just so tired and annoyed at this point, but hey, at least I had good matcha. Finally, everyone just realized that they weren't going to be able to fix the lift, so they proposed just carrying me off. You can't hear well, but this is when I told them where it was safe to grab on my wheelchair and told them to take me down backwards. It went well, and I appreciated it because I'm sure that wasn't part of their job description, and I just wanted to carry about my day. They put me on a replacement bus with a working lift this time, and we were good to go.
Hello again, friend of a friend. I knew you well. Our common goal was waiting for the world to end.
Business. Numbers?
Is this working?
Yes.
What is this?
What do you mean, what is this? I'm a custom wood burner. I'm custom wood burning. You clicked on custom wood burning. Did you think I'd be sitting here farting around? No, I'm custom wood burning.
My bad. Oh.
And there's always a busy crowd around. People come from all over town, dropping off the
Another question that I get asked from hearing people is, how do deaf people wake up? And that's what I'm going to show you today. So a lot of deaf people have something that's called a deaf alarm, and this is what it looks like. It's quite big, it's not small. So how it works is, take this off, and this part goes underneath your pillow. So here's your pillow, and that goes underneath, and it vibrates. This one I don't think makes any noise. Some do make a noise, but this one, there's no sound. So yeah, you just set it for whatever time that you want to wake up at, and then you put this under your pillow and it vibrates. But the vibration from these is so strong. I personally don't like them. I don't use them. I use like the vibration from my phone. It's not extremely strong, but it's strong enough to wake me up. So yeah, I normally tend to use my phone instead of this. And there are other ways how deaf people wake up. So like some have like a flashing light. Again, personally, I don't really like anything that's related with light. And I don't think that would wake me up, to be honest. I need like a strong vibration, but not that strong.
By the way, I scanned your food and it comes to $1 gazillion. Elmo has a T-Rex and a Go Fish card.
I am autism.
What? Why does your hair turn white?
Because it makes me look more badass.
So why have your nails turned black?
Because it makes me look
One of my goals transitioning was to get comfortable enough in my body and my gender to start presenting more femininely again, and I'm really not unique in that experience. There were a lot of parts of stereotypical femininity that I really enjoyed as a kid, and a lot of transphobic rhetoric made me feel like less of a man, or that I couldn't be a man for feeling that way, which is this insane double standard that I think reveals a lot of homophobia, because cisgender men exploring the same kinds of femininity and presentation don't have their genders questioned to the same degree. Like, cis gay men doing drag or wearing makeup isn't really, like, held up as proof that they're not really men, to the same level that it does for trans men. Why is a cis man wearing a dress a man in a dress, but a trans man doing it has our trans identity questioned? But, like, reading into this double standard a little bit deeper, cis men also do have the legitimacy of their manhood questioned when they present femininely. Effeminate cis men are mocked with the same rhetoric used to mock feminine trans men, which has really solidified my belief that a lot of the time the policing of trans men's gender presentation is also just regular homophobia. It's not like cis men aren't also told that they're not real men because they present femininely. Like, I'm a very queer man, and somebody implying that I'm less of a man because I wear jewelry or carry a purse is just regular homophobia. Unfortunately, I think it's an experience that's sometimes just inherent to manhood in general, living under our sexist gender roles. Which is why one of my goals to myself was to get to a point of confidence in my gender that presenting more femininely in some ways didn't make me feel like less of a man. And someone saying that it did doesn't affect me the same, because I'm just confident in my gender like that. Like, that was always the end goal.
I'm one of the guys. Between my eyes, say it louder.
Optimist.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
Okay, make sure it's on low.
Honey, it was ruined when she bought it. Yeah.
Here are some phrases that I don't understand as an autistic person. And number one, when people say, oh, do you want to go for coffee? You don't have to drink coffee. Because people were asking me that and I'd be like, oh no, but we can go to the shops instead. They must have thought I was so weird because apparently that's the same thing. No sense. another thing is when you're on the phone to someone and they're like, oh, so what are you up to? I would just say talking to you. And I would be so confused. I wouldn't ask it back. I would just be talking to you. So it confused me every time. Like, you know what I'm doing. I'm talking to you. But apparently they like mean like, what are you doing in life? I don't know. I still don't really understand that one. In school, when they'd be like, oh, do your best, I would think, oh, well, I can't do my best, so I won't do the work. They didn't actually mean you had to do the exact best you could if you or you would fail. Because I thought they meant if you don't do your best, then you're going to fail. And I was like, well, I can't do my best, I'm going to fail anyway, and I just wouldn't do it. Like, apparently that's not right. The phrase like, oh, what's up? I still don't understand what you say to this, because people use it as a hi, but also what's up is like a how are you. So if I'm like hi and they're like, what's up? Do you have to be like good or like how are you? Like I don't understand how to answer that one. But yeah, there's some more. I can make some more if you want.
Des jours durant, fuyant la nuit, je parcours ta peau. Je parcours la ville, la fumée suave de ta bouche file, s'échappe de jour en jour. Quand je râle dans la nuit, je suis seule sous mes vices. Je t'aime quand il pleut.
So I took every single needle and syringe and vial of testosterone that I used from over a year and 3 months on HRT injections, and I threw them on a canvas. Don't worry, I put resin on top, so it's not a biohazard anymore. I included pieces from the mental health letter of support that my psychiatrist gave me for top surgery. There's pieces of a map that direct you to my surgeon's office, shout out Dr. Lee. The sticky notes were used to keep track of my meds post-top surgery when I was recovering. There's a bunch of boxes from old testosterone vials that I found lying around. I even have the socks that I wore home from the hospital, and I attached them to the canvas using safety pins that I used to attach my drains to a lanyard when I was recovering from top surgery. And last but not least, I have pieces from my first binder ripped up in the corner that I sewed on. And no, it is not wasteful. It gave me permanent rib damage, so I'm not donating that to anybody else. But here are some close-ups. The piece is called Transition. Go look at my art Instagram. It's at @artbyains_ if you want to see more.
Born of cold and winter air and mountain rain combining, this icy force both proud and fair has a frozen harbor.
So my POTS has been quite bad at the moment, so I've started wearing my fall alert again, and I wanted to explain what that is, what it does, and how that helps me with POTS. So my POTS means that sometimes I faint, and before I faint I feel very ill and I don't have the capability of reaching out and asking for help. I can't use my phone, sometimes I don't even have a warning, and I just suddenly faint. So I have some pull cords in my bathroom but nowhere else, so that means that if I was to faint I would have no way of communicating with someone that I need help. So I basically wear this all the time, and when it experiences a hard impact it starts going off, and then if it's a false alarm I just press these buttons to stop it, but in a real situation where I had fainted and I wouldn't be able to respond to the buttons, an alert would go through to the company, which is Buddy, and then they would phone me. If I don't respond, they would then call security at my university, and then the university security would come and find me. This has happened before, and they come within 5 minutes. It's really important because otherwise I could be out cold for hours potentially. I could have hit my head and need medical attention, but no one would know because I wouldn't be able to communicate it. You can set it off yourself as well by pressing the buttons. And when it's been set off, it vibrates so that I know that it's been set off. And the best thing about this is that I got this for free. My university paid for it. I don't know if all universities do this, but it's worth trying. They might offer you a different system. Sometimes people have ones just for their flat and things like this, but this is really good because it works anywhere. It works at my home, it works when I'm out and about, and it will geolocate so they know where I am when I've fallen. Yeah, that's it. Bye.
I'm not worried about silly things like labels. People can call me whatever they like. They can even call me Dookie. Never call me Dookie!
And my man, thank you to my man. And my man, thank you to my man.
Am I good at screaming? I think I am good at screaming. I can scream for you.